Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Football Takeover. Welcome to X. Welcome to Kick. Welcome Ali to the Bournemouth. I've created a whole new town. Bournemouth versus Arsenal. How you doing, Ali?
Yes, I'm not too bad, Bobby. More importantly, how are you feeling?
I'm all right. I've had a camera down the nose today. It's all good.
I bet, mate.
It's all good. Look, at the end of the day, I can do the streams this week, and then we'll go from there.
100.
Two weeks is when I got to go back in, so at least I've got 2 weeks. I can just enjoy talking to Arsenal and worry about the
Indeed.
other stuff another time. Big up to Mo, who's already in the house, saying evening, saying Happy New Year, Happy New Year to you too, Mo. Evening to Temmie. Can York Man get a hat trick tomorrow? If he wants to come off my match preview slide, he's gonna have to. I'll be honest,
To be
because he's
honest, I don't
staying on
mind him
there
just
to get his
getting,
hat
if he
trick.
can get a brace every week, we'll keep him on for the whole season.
Yeah, I don't mind. Angie definitely won't
That's
mind, so that's fine. Angie will love it.
exactly.
Uh,
Everyone's winning.
well, Temmie, I'm sorry. I am going to do the watch along. Obviously, I have explained there will be no two streams in one day anymore until this is better.
Yeah.
So the match reaction will be on Sunday, but I am going to do the watch along. I do miss doing watch alongs. So yeah, I will be doing it. So yes, have your bets for 0.5 goals because I'm doing the watch along. Phase 2, Maresco got the boot. Phase 6, Arteta is relying on his on own goals to win games. I hate that phrase now.
Oh, that's good, Temo. I like that,
When
Temo.
when we dropped points to Sunderland, everyone laughed. Now City couldn't beat their B team. Well, do you notice that
Well
in
said.
the press when we did it, everyone was talking about it. When City have done it, no one's talked about it. In all fairness, no one's really talked about Liverpool drawing at Leeds, really. Well,
No,
at home to Leeds. I should rephrase that. It's just interesting. But there you go. That's the media for you. AFC 777 saying good evening. Big up, everyone. Belated Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you very much. I'm hearing rumours of a £50 million deal with Bournemouth for Semenyo if we loan them MLS and Ethan. Is this BS? Do you have any transfer news you can share? All I would say is Berta's got some cards up his sleeves. We'll see what happens. So there is a reason. Well, there's a couple of reasons why Semenyo has not fully gone to Man City, which is why he'll be playing against us tomorrow.
hmm
Is someone else is involved in the conversations, not just Man City and Bournemouth. Someone else is also in communication. So it'll be interesting.
sounds.
When are we
Oh,
rating Chelsea? Let's do 220 million for both. 220 million? Not on your Nelly,
blimey.
am I paying giving them that much money? Evening to Den, saying evening everyone. Get Timber Quentin, I'm guessing you're on about. Big up to
Yeah.
Chris. Chris, I'm gonna have to try and arrange something with you next week. Because obviously the Liverpool game. Evening, fellas. Hope you're all well. So many questions, almost none of them related to Bournemouth. 2-1 is his prediction. AFC. I'm going to write that down quickly now because I will
Yeah.
forget, unfortunately.
And obviously, we got
Um,
transfer. Everyone's been asking in Discords and stuff. Before I forget,
oh, is the
they
window
want.
open? I hadn't noticed.
No, likewise. They're obviously asking for transfer shows. So is it
They
all
will
right
be
if I
done.
is it if are we still going on the two a week and then one is going to be for the Arsenal and the other is
Well,
going to be more generic
I'm going to have to say probably one a week at the moment, just
because of
because of
your
the way
yeah.
because of the fixtures as well. It's non-stop with fixtures as well. I think if I remember last January, we were out of some competitions by now, so we didn't have
Yes,
that
we
many
were.
games. So this time it's a little bit weird. I will do as much as I can, as everyone knows. I will always do as much as I can.
Of
If I
course.
can, if I've got time, I'll do one. New Year's Day was yesterday, so no one say Happy New Year to me when it was yesterday. Bobby, Coach Ali, how are you, gents? Is it increasingly looking like to the Etihad game will tilt the race one way or the other, just like 23-24 again? It's definitely going to be an important game. I don't know if it will tilt it though.
When
I
is
was,
that? When is that fixture?
oh jeez,
Is it February or is it later
it's
on in the
Feb,
year?
isn't it Feb time?
That's what I
Pretty sure
thought.
it is. Yeah. I was
We'll be getting 10
watching.
points clear by then.
Well, let's hope so. I was watching Liverpool game yesterday while having my niece giving me headache along with. Well, yeah, true. Did we get rid of Martinez because we knew he was such a wet wipe? Same applies to Emery. Nope. Um,
Oh god.
Linked with Bayern Munich midfield. Are we?
Goretzka.
Oh, yeah. Move on. Do you have
That's
to
what I thought.
arrange it? Um, I do, my friend. I know as much as you don't want to do one with me. You are do.
Well, that's a good one. I'll come
He's,
on and be the intermediary.
he is just worried that I'm going to set something up Carlisle related. Because
Yes,
he
he
think
is. We
everyone
haven't
I am,
forgotten,
Bobby.
Chris. We haven't
I
forgotten.
hope you are feeling better, Israel. Big up to you, Israel. Good up to Miliao. How's Rice doing? Hope he makes Liverpool next week. We'll get on to the injuries shortly.
Yeah,
Good evening, everyone. Hi, Bobby. How you feeling? I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm cracking on as the best I can. If we win all other games, we can afford to lose Etihad. Oh, I don't want to lose.
that's the
I'll be
wrong
honest.
mentality. I know Team
Yeah,
Temi does stuff like that, but I don't
yeah.
think. I'll be honest with you. As long as we keep injury free, I don't think we lose that game. We either win that or draw that game.
I think we will draw it personally from what
Because
I've
it all
seen of
depends on
us.
points as well, Bobby. If we're 5, 6, 7 points ahead, for example,
Yeah,
then Man City have to just basically go for it,
yeah,
right? And then we can get them on the counter. So as long as
exactly.
we're anything between 4 and 7 points ahead going into that game, especially if it's in February, I
Yeah,
think we control that game in terms of how it should pan out.
exactly. Right. There has been someone waiting behind backstage, but I always like
Yes,
to
there
crack on
is.
with the messages. Big up to Echoes of Highbury. Hope you're doing well.
Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Can indeed.
Thank you for having me on.
My pleasure. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you doing? How are you feeling, Bobby?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm just ticking over, mate. I'm ticking over best I can. I'm just focusing on this week now, and then we'll worry about that when it comes up in 2 weeks' time.
Exactly.
That's the best way I can do. How are you feeling about the game tomorrow, guys?
I'm
Echoes, go
confident.
first. Go on.
I'm
You're our guest.
confident. I think I'm predicting 2-1 or 2-0 for tomorrow.
Okay, I'll
Oh,
write those
interesting.
down now before because we normally do that at the end, but I'll forget by that time. So that's echoes. Okay. What about you, Ali?
Yeah, you know me. I'm pick the right team and win. So that's where I'm at for the whole season because of the squad that we've put together, and I'm not going to go away from that halfway through the season. Yeah, confident. I'm not. What do you want me to give me my prediction now?
No, we'll do the predictions later.
At the end, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll just
I'm
write.
confident, mate. I'm
I've
confident.
just wrote echoes down now just because I'll forget.
No worries.
Simple as that.
We'll call him
Right.
Echoes.
Yeah. Right. We have played Bournemouth since the start of the Premier League 16 times, 2 draws, 3 Bournemouth wins, 2 at home, 1 away, 11 Arsenal wins, 7 at home, 4 away. We might want to look away for for the moment.
Couple, yeah.
Past 2 games against Bournemouth have not gone well at all. But we have to turn up tomorrow. Simple as that. City have actually dropped some points, which everyone was saying, oh, they're not going to drop any points. They have now. And we need to carry on from that performance against Villa because this is what annoys me about Arsenal. We have a fantastic game against one team, and then the following game, we just
That consistency.
look like, we look like a deflated football. It's ridiculous. So we need to perform tomorrow. And let's see how it finds out. Form guide. Obviously, we know what we've been doing. Bournemouth,
Yeah.
not too bad, but not too good either. Really, I don't think they've got a win in the last 5. No, they haven't. They drawn with Chelsea, lost to Brentford, drew with Burnley. Fantastic game against Man United, and another draw with Chelsea. Sorry, you were going to say something there.
No,
Not
I'm
me.
good.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
no,
I
no,
wasn't too sure that I thought I heard something.
no.
League positions: 15th for Bournemouth, first for Arsenal. They've won 5, drawn 8, lost 6. Goals scored per game for Bournemouth is 1.5 compared to Arsenal's 1.9. Goal conversion, ours is obviously slightly better now because it was 12 against
Yeah.
for the Villa, but it obviously We scored 4 goals, so obviously he improved. 11% for Bournemouth, 1.8 conceded per game for Bournemouth, 0.6, which is one of the best in Europe at the moment. Chances created per game, Bournemouth are on 2.3, 3.2 for the Arsenal. Home record for Bournemouth, they've played 10 altogether, won 4, drawn 4, lost 2, scored 11, conceded 8. Away form for Arsenal is we played 13 on the road, won 9, drawn 2, lost 2, 21 goals, 7 conceded. Open play, we've got 36 goals from open play now, 59 in total, 15 set pieces, still 0 free kicks. I just want a free kick goal. That's all. I'll be quite happy. Just give me one.
I think we're saving that for the Champions League knockout stages, mate.
Oh, I hope so. I do miss them. Everyone loves a good free kick goal.
Of course.
Bournemouth, they've got 0 own goals, 2 penalties, 2 free kicks, 6 set pieces, 19 from open play. Style of play, they like possession just as much as we do, which is why theirs is 51.4%. Their XG is 30.2. XG for Arsenal is 35.5. XG conceded for Bournemouth is 29.1, 13.6 for the Arsenal. Shots on target per game, they've got slightly more than we do.
Interesting.
Missed. I know. I thought that was an interesting fact as well, to be honest. I was like, wow, that's incredible. 28 big chances for Bournemouth, 41 for the Arsenal. Passing accuracy, 80% for Bournemouth, 85 for us. Long balls, 38% for Bournemouth, 42 for us. Crossing, they're really bad at crossing. 16.5 is awful. Fouls per match, 12.5. You can see what they're going to be trying to do tomorrow quite clearly just with that stat alone. And 5 clean sheets. Here we go. Get ready, people, because you're not going to like it. Injury list. Now, this is current. I'm going to double check that it hasn't been updated since. But Declan Rice currently is out till mid-January. I think it could be a bit close for the Liverpool game as it stands.
And I think that's the right thing, Bobby, to be honest. I wouldn't have risked him for this game anyway, if he'd come through. Just say the swelling went down, etc. I still wouldn't have risked him for this game anyway.
Yeah. Do we know what the injury is? Is it just bruising, or is there any structural damage to his knee?
The problem is, because of the swelling, we can't do nothing about it.
Exactly.
That's the problem. And the swelling still hasn't come down. Now, whatever's happened today, I don't know, but this is as updated as I can. I've literally got my phone now, which is an updated system, and it still said mid-February. Now, bear in mind, mid-February does class 11th to the 20th of January, so that is what mid-January covers. And Calafiori is out a little bit longer as well. So Calafiori's got a muscle injury, according to this. I don't know any more than that, if I'm honest.
But the good news there, Bobby, is obviously there's only 3 of them on the list.
Yes.
So that's come down because that's been heavy for the past 2-3 months. 5-6 numbers. So we're not that far away. If we're being honest, Mosquera's a sub, and then we're looking at Calafiori, who's Hincapié changes in like a glove, and it's only Rice really.
Rice is the one with I'll be honest, if Rice was playing on what day did we play him? Tuesday, Wednesday? What day was it?
We played on Tuesday. And then we got Bournemouth obviously tomorrow, Saturday, and then we got Liverpool the following Thursday. So that's 10-day period.
Yeah. See, if Rice played against Villa, I reckon we win that game 7-8-1, easy.
I get what you're saying. Or basically, those entries into our final third in the first half don't happen.
Yeah, exactly. I think we win that game very comfortably. Bournemouth's list is quite big. Christie is a doubt.
That surprised me.
Akinboni. Oh, that's the best way.
We'll go with that. Akinboni.
Doubt. Lewis Cook is a doubt. Doak is out till late Feb. Che Adams is out till late Feb. And I'm not even going to try and say the last one. Because God knows what that would come out with. I'm struggling to speak as it is. So yeah,
Milo Salavic.
There we go.
Shall we go with that? Milo Salavic.
We'll
Echo, you want to try that, buddy? Milo Salavic.
Yeah, that one. Right, let's have a look. See what comments before we move on to my five to watch. I predict 3-0. Oh, hello. I predict
Good,
3-0 tomorrow. Jesus to
good,
score again. Yok and Timber, says Dean. Dean, I'm just going to write it down, so bear
nice
with
one,
me.
Dean.
Bobby Coach, how many games can we cope without Declan at a stretch?
I would like him back for the Man City game. So between now and then,
Yeah.
respectfully to all the other clubs,
Do you think it might get extended beyond the Liverpool game?
I'll be honest with you. Before Bobby answers that, just in my background and my history, like what's going on with his injury, if his knee is still swollen, and it hasn't come down enough for him to get a scan, that's not, like I said in the Discord last night, that's not looking too good in terms of um, what damage he may have done. I'm not saying it not looking too good and it might end up being 3 to 6 months or whatever. But I think we just got to give it a bit of time, let the body heal, let the swelling come down so the scan can do whatever it needs to do. As long as it's not an ACL, that's all I'm hoping it's not. We'll
Yeah.
see how it goes, because obviously Arteta always says, "Oh, it's a kick," but we know Mikel likes to string the media along and the fans along with him. So I don't really trust in what he says there, because if it was just a kick, he would be back for tomorrow, and he
Hmm.
would have. Also, that video that came out with him and Rogers, that was
Oh,
also a telling, the way he was describing it, with his hand gestures of, oh, it was this big. He's talking about his
yeah.
swelling, right? It was like a
Yeah.
balloon. You can imagine what he was saying. Balloon has come
Yeah.
down and it's not looking good. So if he's out for a 4 to 6 week period, so be it, as long as he's back for Man City in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Even in the Champions League, we don't really need him for the last two games of the group stages. So
No.
we need him in the knockouts. We need him in the business end of the season. So,
Yeah.
like Bobby said in the previous few streams, if Ethan does go out on loan, which is looking very, very likely, then a midfielder should be our priority, not a winger like Semenyon. But if we
Yeah.
can get Semenyon, and we are one of the clubs apart from City that have gone in for him, and maybe that's what um, the hold up is, and that's why he may be playing this weekend against us, then so be it, because we've got the capability to and the capacity to get the players over the line if we want those players. So
Yeah.
for me, like Bobby said, central midfielder who can play in that left eight position, because obviously Miles Lewis Skelly's not going to get that chance echo. And I
Yeah.
think if Semenyo comes in or somebody comes on the left, it's a bonus.
Hmm. Is Semenya predicted to play tomorrow?
Yeah. He is.
Supposedly,
Yeah.
according to, is it Ariola, the
Yeah.
manager?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even the people that do my predicted lineups as well, they have predicted he will
Hmm.
start as well. So it's looking like he will play.
Hmm. Do you think
And
they've
I
done
think
that on purpose so that
not
he tries and
particularly.
get?
I see what people are trying to say, that Man City are like hoping that he scores a couple of goals, dents our title hopes and all that kind of stuff. I just no. At the end of the day, City just haven't concluded the deal in the right manner. Someone else has now got involved, so let's wait and see. And whilst he's still Bournemouth's player, you're going to play him, aren't you? It's as simple as that.
Of
But they are
course.
struggling. They're 15th. They're not exactly, flying high. They're struggling themselves at the moment. So
To
they
be
need
honest, I'm glad
points.
he's playing.
I am. I like him. I like watching him play personally. So
Yeah, I'm
I have no
glad he's
issues with it.
playing from this. Like, obviously, he's a quality player. I think we can all
Mm,
agree with that. But I'm glad he's playing, because then we know what we're gonna get coming up against us, if that makes sense. If Semenyon's not playing, then they change formation, then they change
yeah,
whoever's gonna come
exactly.
in.
Yeah,
So it just gives us a bit of that stability. Okay, Semenyon's playing. This is what we have to do. This is how we have to move the ball around him, etc., etc. So
yeah.
uh, bring it on. I don't think it's gonna make a
No.
difference, to be honest, to
Uh,
the outcome tomorrow.
yeah. Uh, Mo's going for a prediction of that Kai will score on Saturday.
That's
Kai
quality.
Kai is fit enough to play, so it could be interesting.
Cool.
Fantastic. That's good
Yeah,
news.
Yeah.
a lot of clubs are doing business at right now, and rightly so. They need
Hmm.
to. To be fair, it's going to be a high intensity game. That's how Bournemouth play. Hence why they've seen to run out of steam late in games. I worry if Marino starts in the middle again. He
I'd
should
start Norgard
trust
too.
Norgard. Yeah, I agree.
Well said,
Uh,
Echo.
I take it for a preview for Liverpool will be next Wednesday, this usual time. If so, I can make it. It's all good. It might have. Well, if that's the only time you can do Wednesday night, I'll make it work. But I can do Wednesday morning as well if you can, because my son's not fully back at school next week. Um,
Cool.
with Chelsea turbulence, do you think they can get a result versus City? I'm not seeing their players fired since those City links were the core behind this soap opera. I Charles, as you know me, and I've said this a lot, I don't really care about any other teams, about how they perform, how they've got results. I don't care. I just focus on Arsenal. Personally, I think the situation at Chelsea's a joke. Um, the owners really need to look at themselves. If they're going down, was it Rossinia route? My God, they've lost the plot. Uh, so yeah, madness, absolute madness.
Yeah, agreed.
You went to Morecambe game, my word. Worst game I've ever been to. Both teams were terrible. It's a frosty, cold, foggy night too. I know we won. I got a goal negative. My word. I hope you wrapped up warm, mate, because that would have been freezing up there. Where Ethan going on loan to? Currently, I do believe he'll stay in the Premier League, but there are opportunities out in Europe as well. But I do think he will go to somewhere in the Premier League personally. Hi guys, sorry I couldn't make the stream today. Food poisoning got you bad. No.
Yeah,
The
Anthony.
Anthony.
Yes,
Okay.
Anthony.
Now we know who Arsenal thinks this is. Right.
Hmm.
It's Anthony.
Thank you. Big up
Get
to
well
them.
soon, mate.
I hope you feel better soon, my friend. Big up, guys. Hope you're all well. Got to push on now and apply pressure to City. Not that they probably feel. No, they don't feel nothing.
But this is the beauty, boys and girls. We're two. It's a 2-game swing now. Before it was a 1-game swing. So like Bobby said, we're in a position where just beat Bournemouth and we're one less game. And then you got to think, if we keep winning, for example, we're going into the 16th game of this second half of the season, pretty much on the verge of winning the league. So it's not 9, it's not 18. So that's how we have to. That's the mentality of the team. That's what it should be. And then with that pressure, potentially Man City might crack again.
Yeah.
So we just got to
They
keep
they
winning our
looked a lot
games.
better with Roger yesterday, second half. So let's
Yeah,
see
well
how
said.
that
And they
pans
would,
out.
dude. Right?
Yeah.
He's been a stalwart for them for many years. He replaced Fernandinho extremely well. That was a fantastic switch of that. That's how you should manage your squad and how you phase somebody out, and then someone comes in, and hopefully Arsenal can take lessons from that, because our players, our squad, they're not going to be around forever. And the last time we won the league, we decimated our squad very quickly. Within 18 months, all the invincibles were pretty much gone. So hopefully we win the league this time, and then we keep the squad together, and then phase people out as and when required.
Yeah. With Rice out, do we just put Norgard at 6 with Zubi pushing forward? Doesn't sound too bad to me. I have no issues with that. Norgard's a very good player, and Zubi is very talented midfield,
Yeah,
personally.
I agree with that.
Also, Maresca links to City might destabilise them. See how bad it affected them last year when they bought Pep would leave. Bobby Camp Eze is fine, right? They understand that he is in a big club versus how. Yeah, he's fine. There's no issues with Eze whatsoever. Yeah, I'll just move on from that if I'm honest. If Rice is out, we're fearing a worse injury. A midfielder is of utmost priority. Can't handle Marino next to Zubi consistently. Screw any transfer talks. Get a physical midfielder in ASAP. We will sign a midfielder, in my opinion. That is one person we will definitely sign this window. And we'll see what else we can do. Bournemouth will stay up, just in my opinion. West Ham, Wolves, Burnley look down. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one, Chris,
Yeah.
if I'm honest. Awesome stuff. If we can do morning, that would be much better for me, if I'm honest, mate. We should start Norgard with Zubi at 8 and Odegaard. Then Kai can come in for Norgard, depending on game state. Sacking your manager with no break in between games this month is ridiculous. Rossinia is a good coach, just not for. Don't get me wrong, he's a good coach, not Chelsea level, nowhere near. If you're looking at Chelsea as a big team, which a lot of people do, fair dues, Rossinia is not the coach for them.
It's going to be very interesting how the players react, because if they end up going from Maresca to Rosina speaks well. I've seen him, when he does a championship on Sky and
Yeah.
things like that. He speaks well. He's a bright young man, but
Mm.
I know people will say, yeah, but that's how Arteta came to Arsenal. But at least Arteta done his apprenticeship at a big club like Man City. I mean, he's been at Strasbourg, right? And where was he before that? They'll be interested to see what happens to Chelsea. Obviously, it's not our headache, not our problem, but we are football takeover and we do talk about other teams. But that would be a surprise appointment. But he seems to be the front runner at the moment, right?
Yeah, because they own them. It's ridiculous.
Mhm.
This is why like a lot of people say, why don't the KSC go and do this multi-club ownership, which is great. Yeah, it is good. It's a fantastic idea, but sometimes it really can bite you on the arse as well, which currently is doing with Chelsea because no manager really wants to go to Chelsea. So what they're doing, they're applying within. Because no one wants
That's
that mess at
crazy.
Chelsea. That's mad. So yeah, manifesting the quadruple. Temmie, you're very confident, mate.
Why not?
You know what? The fact is, we can talk about it because it's possible. So it's not like I'm going to rule it out. I'm just saying, you know, just chill for a bit. I think Moresco goes back to Italy. To be honest, Moresco won them 2 trophies, but he was never good enough to take Chelsea to win big 2 trophies. Surely Norgard starts tomorrow. He was a decent midfielder at Brentford. He didn't
More
suddenly
than
become a
decent.
scrub. Oh yeah, he
More
hasn't.
than that.
Anytime he's played for us, he's looked fantastic.
Was it
Personally,
Echo? I don't know. Someone said it earlier. Oh, how long can we go without Rice? Earlier on in this
yeah.
stream. Now, I'm caveating what I said earlier just to be 100%. Mikel Moreno in that midfield between now and the middle of February is not going to work on a regular.
Disaster.
Just thought I'd put that out there. So I'm expecting and hoping a Norgard, Zubamendi, Odegaard, Zubamendi, Odegaard, Eze, those type of combinations while we find a solution in the market if Declan Rice's injury is worse than first thought.
Mm, yeah. He won't. He probably will not be part of the squad for the rest of the season. No, I'm not going to say the rest of it though. The only thing
And
Arsenal need to
rightly
learn.
so. I think he's played enough. He needs to go get minutes, and he will be Arsenal's one of the first on the team sheet in a couple of years. I'd say.
Oh yeah, easily.
Ethan, he's
Uh,
talented.
the only thing Arsenal need to learn from Chelsea is how to sell players better. Well, you need to look into the finer details of the sales. Personally, MLS should be considered. That's future. So yeah, don't worry about that, Connor. That is what the plan is. Are we seeing anyone green lights? We've got ambers, quite a few of them, if I'm honest, ins and outs. So it's interesting at the moment.
Bobby, could you
Uh,
give the viewers and the people that are in our discords and are watching, etc., the ambers what positions are we looking at? Just to
we've
confirm with
got
these, because then
2 defenders in amber. We've got 4 midfielders in amber, and we've got a forward in amber. That is what we've got at the moment. They're all ins, but
so when we say
that does not necessarily mean we're going to sign all of them because we're not.
no,
I can guarantee we're not. But it also doesn't mean it's going to be for this window either. Sometimes you're planning for the summer window as well. You can agree a deal in this window, keep it hidden from everybody, as I know about 2 other signings recently for the Arsenal. They will be
right?
agreed in this window and be announced in the next window, and they will be kept hush hush for a long time.
So on just a follow up on that, then. So just for the obviously the group chats and the Discord,
Yeah.
um, how many are we? So out of those 4 defenders, how many are potentially for January? Forget the summer.
So the 2 defenders that we're looking at the moment
Sorry,
is
for that's 4
yeah.
midfielders. I mean, yeah.
At the 4 midfielders, 1 I expect for this window, 1 in the summer window. That's what I expect because we know full well midfield wise we are weak. We know this, and that's what we're trying to rectify. We're
Weak in terms
also
of numbers, right?
Yeah, but we're also what Ali was on about earlier, where you win the league, but then you start selling all the players and they go elsewhere. You have no replacements. That is also something we're trying to work on now as well. So the next
Good.
Odegaard, the next Rice, the next Zubimendi, the next Gabriel, the next. I'm just, by the way, I'm just giving examples. I'm not saying that these are all the players that we are, but
Sure.
it's everyone is going to be covered. So whoever moves on or is getting to the end of their career, we have it covered. So we're not just
Perfect.
doing what we've done before. Um, right, let's go back to what. Gay is a situation that I've stated very clearly. I do think he'll leave on a free in the summer. I think he'll stay in the Premier League personally. The only way he goes in this window, in my opinion, is if someone offers crazy money that Crystal Palace can't turn down. I don't see anyone doing that.
I
Um,
hear. Sorry, Bobby. I hear he's a fan of wanting to stay in London.
oh, he likes London a lot. Yes, he does. I think
And
that's the
that could
best
be
way I
one of
can
the.
answer. That's the
That
best way
could
I can
be.
answer that question. Because I know the rumours, and yes, the rumours could be true. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, Gay is going to do what's best for him, and I hope he makes the right decision. And we'll see what happens from there. Bobby, how do you see Saliba Gabriel versus Sol and Torre versus Bold Adams? Maybe not rank them
Oh,
duos, but just a fair opinion.
that's a good
I
question.
for me, it's Bold and Adams number one, easy. Then Saliba Gabriel second, and then Sol and Torre third. Um, yeah,
If
I love.
Gabriel and Saliba win new like 2 Premier League titles, the Champions League, then they'll be pushing Bolds and Adam very close, I'd say.
Well, maybe not me because Adams is my number one.
Of course, but as in, I was lucky enough to watch Bold and Adams as well. But
Yeah,
in terms of achievements and depending on their defensive records in that time,
yeah,
that'll be very close. But that's a
yeah.
very good. I like that.
It's for me because obviously back then we weren't having the stats and we weren't worried about the assists
No,
as
exactly.
so much back then. But it was always a bold flick on. Adams bashed it into the back, and that's the bit that I
Yeah,
love. And
yeah.
I don't think Saliba and Gabriel really do that as much, and that's
No,
why for me, Bold and Adams wins hands down because they worked for each other as well. And I love them.
but this
They're
is the
always
thing.
going to
I'd
make me
say,
smile.
am I wrong in saying, so if we take away the set piece and the headers, but in terms of open play, how
Yeah,
Gabriel and Saliba cover each other, obviously
they do
Adams and Bold
defensively. Yeah,
used to,
yeah,
but they do make up for the flick-ons and on the goal side with their combinations in
yeah.
transitions and on the ball.
What I need to see, and the only way Saliba and Gabriel takes that top spot is if Saliba picks up the ball, or Gabriel, don't mind which one, takes it on and does a nice pelter into the goal, and we win the title because of it.
Mr.
For
Adams,
people that know
Everton,
exactly, I was there. I was behind the goal. My
1998.
my mum paused the TV because you could see my ginger hair behind the goal, celebrating like a madman. I was only a kid at the time as well, but if unless one of us does that, Adams will always win it for me.
Yeah, I think it might be Big Gabby with the header instead.
Well, no, it's the way that Tony Adams just went forward with that ball. It was
It was amazing.
unexpected. It was just
Exactly.
yeah. Sorry,
It was
sorry
written
guys,
for him
I'm
and he
reminiscing.
deserved that.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Other youth player going on loan. Depends what youth player you're on about. There's going to be some youngsters going out on loan, just like there
Someone
always
like
is.
Anus.
Well,
And
I hope
yes,
he
yeah.
does because I think he's got a future. If he plays his cards
I
right, he's
agree.
got a future because he's got the right stature to be a forward. He just needs to work on a few little bits and he'll be fine. Zubimendi was done last January too. Exactly, my friends.
Yes.
Happy New Year's, gents, and everyone in the chat. Big up to Tony. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
Happy New Year.
Is the rumour true that MLS in midfield? So Gay. Oh, excuse me. So Gay comes in. Well, it's not true that so Gay does come in. MLS has always been planned to go into midfield, which does leave a gap in defence because of who we've got. But that's not. It's the way that's being questioned is like MLS is going to be moved into midfield so Gay can come in, but MLS is always going to go in midfield, always. What we also have to bear in mind is Marley Salmon. We have to manage him as
Mm,
well because he needs to make sure he's got a pathway. Because if I know a lot of people are not that bothered by Aiden Heaven, but I was quite adamant that I was very angry about Aiden Heaven leaving because
same.
he had a pathway
Mm-hmm.
at Man United. He's now in the first team. He's now doing amazing bits for the first team. We
Yeah.
sold him for £1.5 million. That
That
annoyed me.
that's the issue I've seen as well with our youth. They either make it to the first team or they let go for free or for pennies. We can't seem to platform our youth that aren't gonna make it into a first team to get 5 mil, 10 mil, and that adds up over 5, 6 players.
Yes,
I'm thinking of
exactly.
Hutchinson as well.
Yep,
Well
exactly.
said.
We have to manage it better. We That is something we've been so poor with.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't mind selling a youngster for 5 to 6 million quid, but selling for 1.5 million. They're now
Mm-hmm.
starting for a top club in the Premier League, and I do say
And
top
getting
club
man of
because
the match performances.
exactly, and he's been outstanding. And I saw how good he was at Arsenal. But the problem is, we knew, well, I knew that we were going to get another centre back, which then blocked the pathway for Heaven. But why not give that chance to Heaven instead of going
Mm,
out and get? No offence to Mosquera, because honestly, I'm very happy that we've got him. But why did we need to get him if we had Heaven that was very close to him
yeah.
stepping up
Well, in a
anyway?
nutshell, you sell Heaven for 10 and you bring in
Mm.
Mascara and everyone's happy
Well,
to
I
a
have no
certain
issue with that.
degree
Yeah,
because Heaven's from our academy, right? So
yeah,
you'd want
Aiden
him to
is.
come
Yeah,
through.
I would want him. Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ! No. Right, I'm moving on from that, Temmie. I'm just going to say
Oh,
no.
God.
Uh, we were linked with players like Rodrigo Mendoza, Bayo. I'm not even going to say the Italian lads. We are looking only for young players. No, we're looking for what we need in the first team, which I'd say is probably 2 players within the first team. And when I say first team, I do mean 22 players because we've got a squad now.
Yeah.
And then we're looking for the next people to then take over certain people in the other positions because some of them are like 28, 29 now. We have to start looking at getting the next ones ready because we have gaps in our academy. We don't have those in the academy ready like we used to. So we have to start looking for them. So they are going to be like 20, 21, 22 because they need a couple of seasons either just in the squad
Yeah.
or going out on loan where we're comfortable that they're playing at a substantial level. So it's many different things, Chris. Bobby, do you see Martinelli as a Jesus type striker that can also finish? No,
No, I don't think he's got
I,
the technical ability to do
no.
it.
Nothing's
I was
beaten
shocked,
Bolton.
Bobby. He's only
Yes,
got
mate.
one goal this season, Martinelli, in the Prem.
In the Premier.
In the Prem, yeah, yeah. Prem's just not. We we do,
It's
it's the
not
funny
built
thing
for him
is
because of
no, it's not. The Champions League is so built for him, and it's much suits him
more
much better.
space. More
Yeah,
space.
exactly. Look, I've no issues with whatever happens with Martinelli at the end of the day. I'm ready for the next one to come in. I'm so excited. It's like when I see our fans put our current players in at all time at 11. I
Yeah.
tell them to go to the doctors. Who was it the other day that's saying something about one of these players were getting an all-time Arsenal, and I was like, nah, just go and check yourself,
Oh
mate.
yeah, it was the Champions. It was the Invincibles, right? And they were
Oh,
talking about
jeez.
Saka.
Yeah, nah, nah, nah. Maybe on the bench. That's about it. Where we win the quadruple, Odegaard becomes top 2 at all-time Arsenal captain. Certainly top 1 in the 21st.
Yes,
Oh,
Tim.
trust. I knew that as soon as I started reading it, Temmie. Temmie, asking about. Well, see, we have a sell-on clause with him, so he is in Serie A. I think it's Calgary or Bologna or something like that, but he's meant to be being sold in this
He's at
window.
Genoa.
Mhm.
Oh, is it Genoa? There you go.
Yeah, and then I
Um,
think
I
Milan,
knew it was
AC
a.
Milan, and
It
Juventus
was.
are in
I
for
knew it
him.
was like a red-blue team.
It is, and it was
Yeah,
Genoa. Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, he's meant to be being sold again, very much like Tavares as well. He's done very well,
Savage.
and he's meant to be getting sold, which again gives us another sell-on. So we've done
With
well.
someone like Aiden Heaven, talk about sell-ons and stuff because we've been quite shrewd in those in the past few windows. Low price,
Yeah,
go out, and then sign it, and then we get the money later on down the line if the player gets sold. Does Aiden
Yeah.
Heaven have anything like that in his
I
Man
don't
United
believe we
contract?
got that in Aiden Heavens, no. So I think
Okay, fine,
if I remember correctly, I think that went to tribunal. I
fine.
think.
Yeah, you're right. It did. So if even if it goes tribunal, then that's all done and dusted, just like that.
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't think we've got anything on top of him,
Okay.
unfortunately. Is Arteta unwilling to play Eze, Zubi, Odegaard midfield? I wouldn't say he's unwilling. He just
He
doesn't
done it
seem
against
to
West
get.
Ham, didn't he?
Yeah, he's just not. He's just weird. Do you have anything on Ordonez? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I do. You're very close to signing him. I don't understand. I'll be honest, Chris. I liked him before I saw him against us, and I'll be honest, he was awful. Um, yeah. Uh, I think it's 42 million quid as well, which is a lot
That's
Oof,
of
heavy
money.
price for.
that's hefty.
I really don't understand what Liverpool are doing personally. If they pay that money for him, nah. 20 million quid, yeah, worth a punt. 42 million, nah, not on Martinelli. We did make 35 million pounds from selling Sanogo to Monaco.
One
I
of the
forgot
good
about
sales, yeah.
Bellerin.
Yeah,
He was.
Florence. There we go.
Are the Gula links are not true, right? And Odegaard style alone mooted. I feel that is totally out of the way considering profiles we have. The Gula one is not true at the moment. Gula is happy at Real Madrid. Real Madrid are obviously happy with him. But if that situation ever happens where he wants to move and wants to go alone, I guarantee we'll be the first ones knocking
Mm,
because we do like him a lot. Big up to Geeks saying hello, chat. Please hit
yes,
like and
please.
subscribe. Thank you very much, Geeks. Surely Salah gets into your all-time at 11 at Liverpool. Let's kick Semenyo on the legs on Saturday. I don't think that's a great idea, personally. Hope
Let's just
Burnley
win the
won't.
game and get out
Yeah,
of
yeah.
there.
Won't be able to stay along so many questions in now, then catch up on when I get form. Oh, I hope she's all right, mate. I hope she's all right. Do you think it's a good idea to get Italian players? We've seen them get homesick, don't last long in the Prem. Yeah, I Italians don't tend to like to leave Italy. Personally, I was quite shocked when
Mm,
Calafiori decided to come. I don't personally like it, if I'm honest, because it is well known that they just don't like any other weather, and
yeah,
English weather is
but
horrid. So
for me, for me, if he's come in, he's giving it a go. He's a young
mm,
lad. He wants to try something different. He's done very well this season. If we can win the league and he leaves in the summer,
yeah,
mate, you've put your name in Arsenal history forever. So
yeah,
just make sure you stay focused on the pitch, which he seems to be. I don't really care if he wants to leave in the summer. Just focus on this season, and if anyone wants to leave in the summer, then make sure you leave with a couple of trophies in your hand.
yeah, exactly.
Simple as that.
Um, will Jokeres be with us next year if things do not change? If things do not change with, I'll say this, with any squad player, so if no one's performing or there's a player that constantly gets injured, Berta will chop him. It's as simple as that. He
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm getting
have
that
any
feeling.
sentiment. So if Jokeres does not work or Arteta can't get the best out of Jokeres, and bear in mind, it obviously if we win the Premier League or we win something big this year, then obviously Arteta won't go. Jokeres will have to go because Arteta won't be able to get the best out of Jokeres. So,
And if we win the league, I think the value of the players that may leave, you could push that to an extra 5 million, even
oh,
if they're
wait,
out,
I'll be honest. I think we'll make a profit on Jokeres if we were to sell him next summer.
which
No
is
problem.
fine.
Yeah, I have no issues with that because everyone's saying, "Oh, we paid so much money." We paid less than we did for Havertz, so I don't see what the big hoo ha is about him personally,
Mm,
price wise. We both have the same opinions, and I mostly watch him in Belgian league. To be honest, I was kind of a good fan. Like I thought he had someone with a talent, but I'll be honest, from what I saw against Arsenal, I would avoid him like the plague. Ordinance, I don't want him starting back four, maybe back three. I did say on my video about him not good enough to be starter. Ordinance defending set pieces, yippee, just what we need. When will the club announce Saka's new contract? God knows. They've got it in their pocket, ready to announce. I'm
it was
gonna
so funny.
guess.
There was a tweet out there today saying Arteta and Saka are in the last 18 months of their of their contracts. I was like, have we missed something about Saka?
Oh no.
I I thought it happened.
Clickbait at its finest.
I thought it happened right before Christmas, just to pump up um the sales and the Christmas gifts and all of
I
that.
would have
And
thought so, yeah. I don't know what
hmm
Arsenal are waiting for, to be honest. It's ridiculous now. Maybe it's because we've got such a quick turnover in games at the moment. I don't know. I don't know. I understand it, to be honest. Because it will be a big, massive announcement once it's done, because it's Saka.
It's a
So,
big deal. Yeah.
yeah, maybe we just need a gap somewhere. Ordinary seems panic buy to me like Kabak. And yeah, for me, it's a panic buy because 42 million quid for a player that, I'll be honest, doesn't look convincing now is a worry. Would you like to see MLS in midfield? Yes, I would. I'd love to see him in midfield, but we won't. Simple as that. Right, let's move on to my 5 to watch for Bournemouth. Well, I'll quickly run through these because we do want to try and wrap this up quite early this time. Truffert, left back. Everyone knows me. I love a fullback. Sanesi, funny enough, Sanesi is possibly in line for a move
No
this
way.
window.
Well, I'm not
Yeah,
surprised. He's a quality player.
hmm
yeah.
It's done
Barcelona
really
are
well.
tapping him up at the moment, so it could be interesting if he
Interesting.
does leave, but obviously not tomorrow.
I mean,
Alex Scott, everyone knows how much I love him. He's quality. He's proved it at lower levels as well. Tavernier, I did have one question marks when I signed him, to be honest, but he has proved me wrong.
He's improved, huh?
Mark, yeah. Well, this is the thing. You got a good coach, you'll improve under him. If you've got a bad coach,
Yeah.
you'll just be awful still. And obviously, Semenyo.
Yeah, of
How
course.
could I not mention him? Right, let's move on to the battles. Predicted lineups coming up. Okay, so these are the predicted lineups. For Bournemouth, it's Petrovic, Smith, Diakite, Senesi, Truffert, Scott, Tavernier, Brooks, Clivert, Semenyo, Van Alsen. I'll be honest, if that's the lineup tomorrow, we're doing them because that is so attacking that we'll
Very.
just do them. I'll be shocked if that is the lineup tomorrow because I reckon he's going to go to a 5 at the back somehow because everyone seems to do a 5 against us. For some reason. I'll be very surprised if this is the lineup personally. For the Arsenal, it's White at right back. Now, this doesn't mention anything about Timber having an injury. I think we're going to save him for obviously the important game against Liverpool. I know they're all important, but we obviously we need him. We need him for Liverpool. Saliba, Cabra, and I've got no issues with White. White's a very good player, and his relationship with Odegaard and Saka works well, so I have no issues with it. Zubimendi, I don't want to see Marino, I'll be honest.
Me neither.
I
That's the
swear
first
these
person I
people
looked
hate
for
me.
in the lineup.
Yeah, I swear these people hate me because it's not me that does this; it's someone else. Marino in midfield, better not be. Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli on the left. No, not after Trossard's performance against Villa.
Trossard's got to stay in, man. He's our form attacker.
Yeah, he's in form. Exactly. You don't drop someone that's in form.
Does he need to be rested as well, though?
Does it? Well, we've got a game Thursday. It's not
This
like
is what
it's
I'm saying.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
it's,
we do have time. Yeah.
Thursday.
We're playing
and then-
Saturday, and we're playing following Thursday. That's even for Timber. For me, he's a robust guy. That's a lot of recovery time. He's not going to play. He's not going to train in every training session through the week.
yeah,
Their schedules are all different, so he'll get his recovery, in my opinion.
yeah. I've no issues with it personally. The battles that I think will be interesting if it is White at right back up, he'll be up against Semenyo. Fantastic battle
That'll be good.
Saliba against Van Elsen. We'll remember what was it? Was it Saliba or Gabriel that got the red card against him?
It was Saliba.
Was that Saliba? Yeah.
That was last
Saliba.
season, wasn't
He
it? Yeah.
pulled him at the
On
halfway
the
line.
halfway
No?
line.
Yeah.
But then
And then
the
we
following
saw.
day, Gomez done it to someone against Chelsea, and he got a yellow.
Oh,
So
well,
yeah,
see, that's the bit that annoys me. I did agree that Saliba should have got a red card, but what has to happen is it needs to
Consistency.
happen for the consistency. Because yes, it was definitely. I said it. I think I was doing the stream when we watched the game.
yeah.
And I did say it was a red card because I'm honest about any fouls. Zimmerman against Clivert. Clivert does drop deep.
Good player, man.
He is. Well, his dad was fantastic.
Amazing.
Played for 2 of my clubs, so I'm happy with him. But yeah, Justin's very good. So he'll be up against Zubimendi
Underrated,
if
I'd say. Everyone talks about Semenyo, but this kid and Evan Nilsson as well. They got a good team, man.
yeah. Evan Nilsson is someone that we looked at. So
Yeah,
that shows how good he was. Marino against Scott. I don't want to see Marino play. I'll be honest, but I've had to do it from the predicted lineup. But I don't want
goodness
to see
me.
Marino.
That's
So
all I
personally, I hope Scott knocks Marino out. Personally,
got to
I'll
so he
be
can sub
honest.
him off early.
Yeah, just sub him off. That's the only battle I actually want to lose tomorrow. Scott comes out, gives him a right hander. Marino goes down. There we go. Scott gets sent
Um,
off. That's even more bonus. There you go. Then
yeah,
there's 10 men. Uh,
that's the only
anyway,
disappointment. That's one of a few. I've got a few things against Arteta, but this is one thing that he's got to really change, especially if Rice is out for a period of time. You can't just keep going with Marino because then we're just going to drop unnecessary points,
yeah,
and then the fans are going to be on the manager's back, and
exactly.
he's creating it himself. Unfortunately,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it.
Saka, who I love
I wouldn't
Arsenal
play him.
fans. No, nor would I. Uh, I do love Arsenal fans. I really do. But some of
Madueke
them,
should be playing on that side.
yeah. Saka hasn't been great. Has he
Yeah,
been
no.
awful? No. I've never said he's been awful, but he's
No,
not been great.
he's
And
got such a high standard, high bar.
exactly, that's the
He's been
problem.
below that standard. I don't know what you
Yeah,
think, Echo, but
yeah,
I just feel like this. If he's not getting goals regularly,
yeah,
he's failing because he's
exactly.
that good.
And the whole point that we bought Madueke was to give Saka a rest as well. And I personally would want Saka fully rested for that Liverpool game because you never
And I
know. Like,
also would like, yeah, these certain individual like this. I know this is not a game. I'm not saying oh we need to rest 6 players, but
mm,
I think now this is the key time to get your players are all fit. Apart from Declan Rice,
yeah,
everyone's fit, right?
yeah,
So what we need to do now is right. We've managed the Villa game. We've got a nice break between Tuesday and Saturday, right?
yeah,
No excuses there. Players are all pretty much match fit now, apart from Havertz
yeah,
in terms of like minutes under the lights.
yeah.
You got Bournemouth, Liverpool, Chelsea away. Now, for me,
Portsmouth
I'm
as well.
expecting, like, with all due respect to Bournemouth, if
Mm,
Madueke starts tomorrow and a Norgard starts tomorrow, then they've got the minutes in the legs to go and play Stamford Bridge.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And then you play Saka and Timber against Liverpool, and then your White, Norgard, Madueke, they're ready
yeah,
for Stamford Bridge. Because
Hmm.
if we
We've
don't,
got 9 games in January. I think they all need to be ready this month.
well said, Echo. Well said. So it's all about this. Is all about Arteta. We've said this from the beginning of the season. You have to get your selection right and your
yeah,
rotations correct. And then once you get that right, then we can analyze your in-game management.
yeah,
But if your selection is incorrect from the start, you're putting a lot of pressure on your in-game management before you've even kicked the ball.
yeah,
So that's where we're at. Because Saka's last solid game in the league for me was Sunderland away.
yeah,
Apart from like I can't really think of a game that he stood out from that
mm,
point onwards.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yes,
Not
he's
just
been
that,
getting
it's
assists, but that's one moment in a 95-minute game is for me with someone like Saka is not enough because he's
yeah,
meant to be a creator. He's not a finisher. So someone like Gyökeres, I don't mind him being quiet for 90 minutes as long as he scores.
yeah,
Because his job is to score, to finish the chances, not to
yeah,
create.
yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
Echoes, what were you going to say, mate?
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's also you want to keep the momentum going for some of these players. Madueke started off really well. Now he's been out for like 3 or 4 games. Eze hasn't played for 3 or 4 games. So the moment they come back into the lineup, it'll take them time to get back up and running. And the one
Yeah,
example I can think of was Lewis Kelly hadn't played in what
Mm.
6, 7 games, and then he was thrown right into Bayern Munich, and everyone was on his back for having a bad performance. But I mean, he hadn't played for like a month and a half, and so these players aren't ready to come back in right away, and they need some time, and they make some mistakes. And I think Arteta needs to keep the squad fresh and have them play as often as possible, so that when they do need to be called up, they can perform right away.
yeah. No, you're
Well
spot on
said.
there, mate. Yeah, well said.
Well said. And then that all comes down to, for example, just quickly on Villa. at the Emirates. You're 2-3 nil up.
Yeah.
Take off Saka after 65
There we
minutes,
go. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
bring on Madueke for 25, half an hour. And then he's got those minutes to be sharp and be like, oh, you know what? I'm part of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, look at
No.
Eze at the end. Like, I want our players to look angry and upset and disappointed for not getting minutes because we've got a quality squad. But like
Yeah.
I said on the last stream, we have, and Echo said it, Bobby said it from the start of the season and even before that, a year and a half ago. But the point is, get your rotations right, Mikel Arteta, and you don't have to hesitate. You're 2-3 nil up. You're bringing on a quality player. The standard is not going to drop dramatically. It's not like Saliba to Rob Holding. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the gap between the starting players and the subs bench or the finishers, like he says, is next to nothing really.
Mm-hmm.
But they're slightly different profiles. So there's no
Yeah.
excuse for it.
I mean, the
But he
whole
keeps
point.
saying Miguel Moreno. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yes, he's robust. Yes, he plays a lot of games, but he's just not it.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Echoes what you're gonna say, mate.
Yeah, I was gonna say the whole point of having such a large squad and all being good quality as well is so that we take that notion away from having the starting 11 and the bench because
Mm.
they're all good enough to be part of that starting 11.
Yeah.
But the way Arteta manages each game, you can tell who his starting 11 is, and that defies the purpose of having such a quality team with a lot of depth.
Yeah. No, you're spot on, mate. Let's finish off with these battles. So Saka against Truffert. If Saka starts, Truffert will be the left back. There will be no doubt about the one, in my opinion.
Right.
Gyökeres against Senesi. If Gyökeres is the starter, who knows? But he'll be against Senesi, who's a very, very good centre back, by the way. Before we move on to the chosen lineups, which is definitely Ali's favourite part of the show, regarding MLS, he is not getting midfield minutes and it is just not being used as the left back. If Calla leaves, do we sign another or does MLS get used? MLS will get used. I do predict 2 seasons and you'll see him as pretty much as a starter. But we do need to... I don't know if anyone's noticed, but Heinze is the guy that's helping MLS.
Yeah, you can see that.
So it's not something that we're going to... It's not all of a sudden going to just turn up in midfield. There is still work to be done on MLS. Don't forget, he is still very young. And he's still got a little bit to learn because doing it at the academy is very different to doing it in the Premier League. So it just needs a little bit of fine tuning, and we will see him in 2 seasons, in my opinion, and then in midfield. What do you have for
depending on who's fit, I expect him to play against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge at left back, to be honest.
Yeah,
if Calafiori's not back.
Yeah. Will he ever progress in the midfield under Arteta? I don't think it's really an Arteta thing right now. Arteta prefers, as you probably can all see, prefers taller, stronger, physical players in midfield. So I suppose you could put a little bit of blame on Arteta, but not. I wouldn't put a huge amount, just because MLS is young. So I don't have a major issue with it at the moment. Heinze has put his arm around him and will help him progress. And the ones we're looking at are very similar to Arteta's profiles, because that's the whole thing. That Berta gets the profiles that Arteta wants. Berta then does the work. So yeah. Truffert done well. They replaced that position well. At Bournemouth right hand side is a weakness. Senesi and Truffert is a stronger side of defence. Yes, I agree.
Exactly.
Scott done brilliant. Oh, yeah, brilliant at Bristol City. Tavernier I see more as a 10, to be honest. Semenyo can play anywhere in front three and he's dangerous wherever he plays. Spot on. When Truffert first joined Premier League, I wasn't sure either. He would step up well, but he did well. No, he did. They've got a very good scouting network, Bournemouth. Line up for Bournemouth: Raya, White, Saliba, Gabby, MLS, Odegaard, Norgard, Zubi, Noni, Gyökeres, Trossard. Be interesting to see what they... I don't think anyone's got MLS at left back in the lineups. As Arteta said today, every player has to be ready to play. Bring on Jesus, Havertz, and Eze when needed. I do worry about players in the squad becoming isolated and stuck in a negative cycle. Marino has the tactical understanding, whereas Norgard doesn't at the moment. Says Sam.
I
Interesting.
beg to differ on that.
Fair dues. Right, let's move on to chosen lineups. Okay, Ali will score the first one, then we'll go to Echoes and then back to Ali and all that. So, Ali, very quickly, score this one. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincape, Zubimendi, Marino, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, Gyökeres.
So obviously I always normally score down because Marino's in there, but obviously I can't keep disrespecting the rest of the 11, so I'll give that a 7.
7. Echoes. You get Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincape, Zubimendi, Marino, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Gyökeres.
I think I'd give that a 6 just because of this Trossard for Martinelli part, which would add a point to that lineup.
No, that's fair dues. Back to you, Ali. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincape, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Eze, Saka, Trossard, Gyökeres.
9 out of 10.
Ooh. Echoes. You get Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincape, Zubimendi, Marino, Eze, Saka, Trossard, Gyökeres.
Interesting.
I'd give that an 8 out of 10. 8 or 7. I think I'd go with an 8, and if it wasn't for Marino, I'd go with a 9.
Oh yeah, fair dues. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Back to you, Ali. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincape, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Eze, Saka, Martinelli, Gyökeres.
8 or 9. 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Martinelli for Trossard for me.
Yeah, thought so. And finally, Echoes, back to you. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincape, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Eze, Saka, Martinelli, and Gyökeres.
Give that an 8 out of 10, just for Trossard Martinelli switch as well.
Excellent stuff.
I think I would start Lewis Kelly tomorrow. I think without Rice in the midfield and him tucking into that midfield, it could add a lot of power, and he's good at progressing the ball as well. So I'd start Lewis Kelly tomorrow with Rice absent.
Interesting.
And then
That's a good shout.
Yeah.
Have Zubimendi in there, yeah, and then as an Odegaard.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Chris has chosen his team: Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincape, Norgard, Lewis Skelly, Eze. I like this one. This is the left winger, Gyökeres. Oh, Chris. I love it. Temi going with Raya, Timber, Galiba, Hincape, Zubidubidoo, Norgard, Odegaard, Saka, Yok, and Martinelli. Yep, no issues with that personally. AFC 777, Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincape, Norgard, Zubimendi, Eze, Trossard, Gyökeres, Saka. Yeah, no issues with that. I have no issues with anyone picking Norgard. I think he's a quality player. So, yeah. Right. Now is the time, people. Challenge time. Okay, for people that have not played this before, you've got to choose 5 from the Arsenal, 5 from Bournemouth. Beware the Bobby Booby. I will give you the Booby immediately because everyone else has had the same one as you. 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward from the opposition must be selected. Once you select a player, you cannot swap him, but you can move him positions if you wish. Formation of the home team is always selected. No former players, present squad only. No unavailable players. Doubts are available to pick, so you can pick Christie if you want to pick Christie out the Bournemouth team. Right, how are we going to do this? Do you want to do Bournemouth or Arsenal first, people?
Okay, what do you want to do, mate? You want to pick the Arsenal players first or Bournemouth?
Let's do Arsenal first.
Okay, well, with that, I will give you the Bobby Booby, which is Timber at right back.
He loves that Timber right back booby.
Okay, right. So you've got 5 Arsenal players to pick. So I will start with Echo first, as
Yeah,
he's the debutant.
Can
So who's your
you
first?
give me a bit of information on the game? So I haven't quite wrapped my head around the strategy
So
behind
we've
the game.
okay. So we've got a starting 11. I
Okay.
mark the starting 11 once you've all finished. You've got to pick the best starting 11. If Brenny was on here, he'd say, "Beware this, beware that." There's nothing much to beware because I'm not that mean. So you just got to pick the starting best 11 that involving 5 Bournemouth players, 5 Arsenal players. So
Okay.
obviously, it's very hard for you guys because you're having to do it there and then. With the people that I asked, they have hours to do it. They have plenty of time to do this. For
mm,
you guys, you've got moments to think. So it is tricky for you guys. I'll be honest. Right. So obviously we've got Timber at right back already because I've chosen him. So Echo, your first Arsenal player, please.
and then what I also do, okay, for my
And we lost him.
What's probably happened is a phone call has come through. Oh, there we go.
damn, I try to go safe. If the goalie is competent enough, then I always pick the opposition's goalie so that we can have more Arsenal players on the pitch. So take that into consideration if you want to.
Okay. And
Okay,
then
so
are we working together then?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Echo, you'll have you'll have 3 choices. So I'll go first one to you, then back to
Okay.
Ali, then back to you,
Okay.
and I'll try and be as
And then
fair as I
obviously
can.
Bobby's picked Timber, so that'll be the 6th player.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your first player, please, Echo.
I would go. I'll take Declan.
You can't pick anyone that's injured.
You can't.
You can
Okay.
doubt,
No. So
no?
that no, he's not a doubt now. He's out till
Yeah.
mid-February,
Okay.
so he's no longer mid-January. I mean, so he's currently out.
Oh, apologies. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can put Zubi if you want.
Yeah. I'm
And then
just
it's up to
thinking.
you where you put him left 8 or defensive mid.
I'll take
But we
Gabriel.
don't have Bournemouth's.
Oh, Gabriel. Okay, cool.
We don't have Bournemouth's squad up.
That is a good point. There you
Just so you can have a look at that as well.
Nice. Okay, that makes it easier now.
go. Okay, so Ali, your first Arsenal player. Now, bear in
So
mind,
we've got,
Echoes has gone with Gabriel.
so we need a midfielder, don't we? Let's go for a number 10. Odegaard. Echo, do you want Odegaard or Eze? In our team.
Let's take Eze.
Come on, Eze 10.
Okay,
That's my pick.
10. Echo, your second choice, please.
I will take Zubimendi.
Okay.
Mm.
Ali?
So we've got Big Gabby, we've got Timber, we've got Zubi and Eze.
Mm-hmm.
After all what I said, I'll put Saka on the right.
Okay, Saka on the right. Echo, final choice.
Final choice. Let's go with Nkapie.
You want him as the left back or the centre back?
The left back.
There.
Okay.
What's their left back? Who's Bournemouth's left backs?
Truffert is a good one, but you know Echoes has gone with left back. I've got no issues there because obviously you've got a decent centre back that you can choose at Bournemouth. So right, what you do have a problem now
Am
with.
I the only one that's hearing that crackling sound, or are you guys hearing it too? No, is it just me?
I'm good.
I'm good as well. Yeah.
Oh, I think it might just be me.
Right. So goalkeeper wise, who are you picking from the Bournemouth team? You've got Petrovic, Dennis, or McKenna.
Kepa, because he was there last season. I'm joking.
You wish.
Petrovic, I guess.
Yeah. You've got one centre back to pick.
We'll go with Senesi, yeah.
Yep. One midfielder to pick.
Midfield. Let's have a look at midfield a little bit closely.
Either
I like.
Tavernier or Brooks. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I was going to say the same.
Mm-hmm.
As it's your first time, who would you like? So you got
I'll
Zubimendi
pick.
playing 6, and then obviously you got Eze playing 10. So Tavernier is more industrious. I think Brooks a bit more technical.
Let's go with Tavernier.
Tavernier. Okay. Then you have a left winger and a striker to select.
The Menyon definitely left wing,
Okay.
and then Evan Nilsson as a 9.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's why I left
Oh,
those two spots open.
Okay. Top
cool.
score you're going to get for this is probably. I'm going to give it a 9. Max score 9.
Come on,
Because it
get
is
in.
Bournemouth. And they've got a good squad. I quite like some of their players.
That's
So,
a good score, Echo.
hang on. You haven't got the 9 yet. That's the max score.
Oh, sugar. I went too early, man.
Yeah, celebrating way too early there. Goalkeeper, you've gone with Petrovic. Then you've got Timber, Hincape, Gabriel, Sonesi, Zubimendi, Tavernier, Eze, Saka, Semenyo, and Ivan Nilsson. It's
Come
the
on,
goalkeeper for me, though, isn't it?
I know.
It
Come
is, yeah.
I can't put him in the same category as Raya, so I'm going to have to downscore it to 8 just because of that. I can't
Alright.
put Petrovic in the same category as Raya.
That's solid.
I'm
We'll
sorry.
take that. That's solid.
I just can't. It would
that.
feel wrong to do that. Right, let's have a look because I know that Chris plays along. Raya, Timber, Gabriel, Sanesi, Truffert, Cook, Scott, Eze, Semenyo, Saka, Gyökeres. That's a 9. He knows me too well. He knows me too well because he's gone with players that he knows I love. So, yeah, he knows me way too well. Autofoul is Marino up front. If anyone does that, I will just take him off stream. Simple as that. Big up, guys. Hope you're okay, mate. Remember, your health is your wealth. This is the start of the show. Anything on transfers. I think we've covered the transfer talk as much as we can, Dylan. But we are active at the moment, so it's all good as far as I'm concerned. Big up to Dermot saying Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Right. You are up against 2 other people. You're up against Michael and Josh. They have gone with. We'll start with Josh first. He's gone with Petrovic, so automatically it's not a 9. Timber, Soler, Gabriel, Senesi, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Scott, Saka, Trossard, Ivan Nilsson. Max score, that's going to be an 8 because Petrovic, no. Michael's gone with Raya, Timber, Hincape, Senesi, Hill, Zubimendi, Scott, Cliver, Madueke, Semenyo, Gyökeres. Again, I'm going to have to go that as an 8 as well. I can't give that a 9. Hill's good. Hill's good, but he's not Gabriel standard. Okay. Senesi's a good player. Right. I honestly did think Brenny was coming on tonight, so I set this up specifically for Brenny. So this will be fun. Right, so very similar to the challenge. However, you choose 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from the opposition. Any player from the squad list. Now, I have selected a game from our history of playing Bournemouth in the Premier League. That list will come up very shortly. 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward from the opposition must be selected still. Once you select a player, you cannot swap him. Formation of the home team is always selected. It's still Bournemouth, but it's very much similar to ours, so it's not even that tricky. The game that I have picked... I'm expecting messages from Brenny when he watches this back. It is... Back in 2018, we lost 2-1. Wilson.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes, and Bellerin scoring for the Arsenal. Because he always moans, Arsenal will lose. I've gone for an Arsenal loss for a reason, I promise. Right, this is the team. I'm so sorry. We'll quickly cover Bournemouth team: Begovic, Ake, Steve Cook, Smith, Daniels, Francis, Gosling, Lewis Cook, Fraser, Ibb, Wilson. On the bench was Burrich, Simpson, Arter, Pugh, Sermon, Afobe, and Musset for Arsenal. I'll try not to be sick whilst I say some of these names. Petr Cech, Bellerin, Holding, Mustafi, Chambers. Oh, hang on, two
World
secs.
Cup winner.
Echoes. Hang on, two secs. Echoes is there, but not here. How's he in two places? How's
I don't know. I mean,
There we go.
There he is. There we go.
Sorry, that was really weird. I was like, how are you
That
two
was
places
funny.
there? Anyway, where was I? Chambers, Xhaka, Wilshere, Iwobi,
Oh, God.
Maitland-Niles, Lacazette, Welbeck. On the bench was Ospina, Per Mertesacker, Kolasinac, El Nene, Ramsey, Walcott, and Nketiah.
Bobby, you're giving me
dear.
PTSD.
I know.
Right.
I like doing some of these, but
I'm,
sometimes I
I'm
really
so
hate doing
grateful
them.
for our team now after
I
looking
know,
back
exactly.
at this.
Exactly. It's why sometimes I hate doing this bit, but sometimes I enjoy it. But how do you want to play this? Do you want to do Bournemouth first, or do you want to do Arsenal first?
Up to you, Coach Ali.
Let's go with the Arsenal then.
Okay.
Okay.
So you got to choose 6 from the Arsenal. We'll start with you first, Ali, with your first player, please.
I'm gonna go for Granit Xhaka,
Granit Xhaka. Where would you want to put him?
left 8.
Left 8. Okay, cool. Echoes?
Jeez.
What do you think of the keepers, Echo?
I thought Begovic was a really good keeper.
What do you think? He was better than Peter Cech overall? Because that's what it's going to come down to. Bobby, I don't think he's going to do it in the Arsenal career.
Okay, then no. Better check for sure.
So is that your pick then, Echoes?
That's
Better
my
check.
pick, yeah.
Okay, cool. Ali?
Of course, no, I'm not. I'm saying this as I was going to say his name, but Bobby would have put it down. I was going to say Mustafi, but no, we'll pass.
No, you can say names as long as you don't say I'm picking Mustafi, because that's literally when I take you off
World
air.
Cup winner, mate.
World Cup winner, my arse.
Would you be happy with us selecting Mertesacker as a centre back?
He's not on this list, is he? Oh,
No,
he's
he's
on
on
the
the bench.
bench
You're
as
allowed to
well.
bench
Yeah,
on this
there's a
one,
bench
yeah.
as well.
Because if you look at
Yes.
back line, we've got to get one centre back from Arsenal, and the two
Yeah,
on the pitch.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
So
Yeah, so
Mertesacker, yeah. Okay. Echoes, your next pick, please.
Am I tied to a specific position, or am I open?
Not
for...
really. You can at the moment you're fine to do whatever you want.
What do you think
Ramsey,
of
Walcott.
Aaron Ramsey?
Yeah. Oh, actually, can we have? Oh, but then we've put Jack as a left 8. Can we maybe swap him for a defensive midfielder and put Ramsey in the 8?
You can do that if you want to put. If you want to put Xhaka as a DM and then Ramsey as a midfielder, yeah.
Because then you've got to look at you got Cook in midfield, which I know Bobby likes him. And then you got Gosling as well. I think Fraser, is it Ryan Fraser?
Yeah, Ryan Fraser, yeah.
He was a left winger.
Yeah, he was a decent winger as well. So we do have options. So do you want to stick with Ramsey in the 8 and Xhaka the defensive mid?
I think.
Or Ramsey 10. We've got Jack Wilshere as well. This is the thing. We need one midfielder from Bournemouth, right?
Yeah, minimum.
This is what I'm saying. So if we pick Ramsey, then we have to pick a midfielder from Bournemouth after. If you're cool with that, I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So we'll have Xhaka 6 and we'll have Ramsey at a 10 then.
No worries. Back to you, Ali.
Okay. Danny Welbeck left wing. You cool with that? Echo?
Yeah. I'm good
Yeah.
with that.
Okay. That's now locked in. Echoes, your final choice, my friend.
Do you want to go with Walcott as a right winger?
Now, I think Fraser needs to come into the side. Or are we playing Danny Welbeck as a striker? Because I thought Wilson should play up front,
I
to be
think
honest.
Callum Wilson needs to come into this lineup, yeah.
And maybe go for a wing back. Hector,
Bearing.
right back.
Yeah, it's a good shout. And then Nate and Akio can stick to
Yep.
the left back.
So
Yeah.
Bellerin as right back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have got now choose a left back from Bournemouth, which I'm guessing is Ake.
I think
Yes,
so.
please.
Yeah.
Okay. Your other centre back that you need to choose from Bournemouth, though.
I think, well, is that Smith or Daniels was their centre backs, wasn't it, at that time?
Steve Cook.
Steve Cook, yeah.
Yeah.
Who-
Ake was playing as a centre back then because Daniels was left back. Smith was right back. That Smith is still currently at the squad now.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go with that then. We'll have to go with Cook,
Steve
I guess.
Cook. Yep.
Steve Cook,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got one more midfielder to pick for
Midfielder.
Bournemouth as well.
Dan Gosling was a talented footballer. Lewis Cook's a good player. Lot of energy.
I'm torn between either or, yeah.
You pick. It's your debut, brother.
Okay, let's go with Gosling.
Go for it.
Gosling. Okay. You now have a right winger and a striker to pick.
Wilson up front,
Hmm.
Wilson up front.
and then Fraser.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Max score for this, because our team wasn't very good. Bournemouth was decent, but wasn't fantastic. I'm going to have to say 8. I think that's all right. That's not too bad. Right, so your team is Petr Cech, Bellerin, Ake, Mertesacker, Cook, Xhaka, Gosling, Ramsey, Fraser, Welbeck, and Wilson.
Not a bad sponge.
It's not, but it's not an 8. I'm going to have to give it
I
a
knew
7. Yeah. Gosling, nah, wasn't the greatest fan. Fraser had his moments. Annoyed me sometimes, if I'm honest.
Bobby, were we not linked with Fraser at some point when he was
We
on
were,
his assist
yeah.
run?
Yeah, we were. I'm glad we didn't get him, to be honest. Yeah, 7. That's still a good score. You're only 1 mark off, so.
Solid.
But you are up against 2, and you'll understand why. Because, as I've always said, you can be a little bit open-minded with some of these players. So I'm going to start with Harry first. He's gone with Petr Cech, Bellerin, Ake, Cook, Holding. What the hell? I don't know what Harry was thinking when he did this.
That's got to be a
He obviously did not notice Mertesacker on the bench because he knows how much I hate Mustafi, but Jesus. So, Cook, El Neni, Wilshere, Walcott, Fraser. Wilson.
Yeah,
Wilson.
how did El Neni make
This
it?
one, I'm not gonna do the auto foul because that's mean. Because yeah, exactly. I can't give him the same score as you. So Harry's gonna get a 6. Richard, interesting. I like it. Petr Cech, Bellerin, Ake, Mertesacker, Steve Cook, Lewis Cook, Xhaka, Ramsey, Afobe. For people that have known me for a long time, Benik Afobe is one of my favourite academy players. Not just for the talent that he had, but he is one of the most genuinely nice guys as well. He played for Wolves as well, so you know
he did.
A
He
link
done well
here
there
with me.
for
Callum Wilson on the left and Lacazette down the middle. I'll be honest, that front three scares the poop out of me. So because Benik was really rapid, Wilson
He was
decent, good forward, and Lacazette, yeah. So that is going to get an 8 just for being pure clever, to be honest. Well done, Richard. Very good. Right, let's see what Chris has done because I know Chris has had a go at this. Right, let's see what people have been saying. Jesus Christ, that Arsenal team. That's not a good start, is it? Anything on Spurs? Very active, my friend. Very active. I think you'll get at least 2 or 3 players in this window, at least. Very busy. I very much agree. I lost 2 hours of my life last night. I can't believe, was it 3-0 draws last night? 3.
Yeah,
Absolutely
there were
mad.
four draws on there, Echo.
Yeah,
1-1, 0-0-0-0.
Yeah, it was like I was doing the watch-alongs because that's the type of game I do. I can't believe I
I
had
was at the
3 of them
G-Tech.
last night. Were you at the G-Tech, were you?
Yeah, mate.
Jeez, that was mad. I had Spurs finishing 5th under Frank. I'm surprised he hasn't done well so far. Ramsey is the only
They were
Emirates
so negative.
era
Right.
player that I would consider a club legend. If he didn't suffer that long-term injury in 2013-14 season, he would have been PFA Player of the Year. Yes. Unsurprisingly, Matemi, you've actually got one spot on there. If anyone picked Mustafi, it would have been an autofoul.
What, even at right back?
Mate, even just being a ball boy, he would have got a blooming autofoul. The guy was a joke. Look, the weird thing is, I liked him at Everton. I got to watch him at the youth team at Everton. Absolutely outstanding. When he went to, was it Valencia? Good player. What the hell we signed is beyond me. I don't know what the hell we signed, but it wasn't what I watched.
Then he's flopped.
And I watched him at Germany as well. He wasn't that great at Germany, in all fairness.
No.
I don't know how he got into that team. But yeah, I don't know what turned up at Arsenal, but it definitely weren't him. So Chris has gone with Petr Cech, Smith, Mertesacker, Steve Cook, Ake as a left back, Lewis Cook, Xhaka, Ramsey as 10. Wow, this is good. That's an 8. That's good. Walcott, Welbeck, Wilson. WWW, love it. Yes, very good. Win. Mo has gone with a 4-0 prediction, which brings us very nicely on to prediction time. It's like anyone knows this show and how it works. Mo has gone for 4. Chris has gone for 3. Echoes. Oh, actually, no. Oh, yeah, no, everything's done now. Echoes. What is your prediction? Oh, no, you went for 2-1, 2-1. I'm glad I wrote it down because, as I said, I would have forgot it. So 2-1.
2-1 for me because we always concede now. So, and 90th minute goal to concede as well. So,
yeah, I'm with you on that. I think it's going to be a tricky game. I don't think we should expect what we saw in the second half against Villa. What I do want to see, the big improvement I want to see tomorrow, is we don't lose duels. I know it's really petty and people go, oh, just grow up. It's really starting to narc me. I can't remember the last game we actually won all the duels everywhere comfortably. And it's something that I feel that we need to get better at. Ali, what is your prediction, my friend?
It all depends on the lineup. If Mikel Moreno's in there, it's going to be a hard fought 2-1.
Yeah.
If we don't start with Mikel Moreno, I can see us running this game 3-0, 3-1, something like that. But the key to this game, which we haven't had for a while, if I'm going on the pattern of how play is going at the moment, away from home, I think we need to start faster. So we need to really put, like we did against Newcastle, St James's Park. We need to be on the front foot. We've got to see if we can get an early goal, which we didn't at St James's.
Yeah.
But you get my point. Start on the front foot, get the quieten the crowd down, and then we can ease into the second half and do what we normally do. Because what I've noticed with Arsenal this season, and they've done the same against Villa, we got away with a few in the first half, which we cannot get away, which we won't get away with tomorrow, because Watkins should have scored at least one of those chances. I know the second one, what Saliba touched, that was offside anyway, but Saliba wasn't to know that. We got to make sure we're solid in that midfield. They're going to come at us as well. I think they'll defend deepish. They'll give us that respect. They won't like that. They won't. I don't think they'll play like they did against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, slightly open. But yeah, we score first, and let's just try our best to get this game done in 66, 75 minute game period. so that we can
Yeah.
switch out players that need the rest, bring in players that need minutes, and just let's have a like we did against Aston Villa. Let's have a nice away game where we can just relax for the last 10 minutes of the game
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
change and get back into winning ways on the road again in a
Exactly.
convincing fashion.
And performance-wise as well. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Everything. 'Cause we're creating chances. I think
Yeah.
it's what Everton away, Palace, Villa.
Yeah.
Let's continue that into Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Be careful with our chances, and then we hopefully, fingers crossed, should win this game.
Let's hope so. Obviously, I'm going
Hope-
to do the watch along tomorrow, which
I think
obviously
Brenny's
worries
gonna
me.
I was gonna say, are we expecting a boring game then?
Normally, when I do my watch-alongs with Arsenal, they
That's
are the
everything
most
that is not.
tedious games ever. But I'm hoping, I'm not that well, so hopefully they decide to turn up and put a performance on for me. And that's what I need. I need a bit of good entertainment from the Arsenal. So yeah, the watch along will be happening tomorrow. The match reaction will move to Sunday. As I said, I can't do 2 streams in a day now. Not whilst this is going on. But yeah, so make sure you tune in and watch me tomorrow at Is it 5:30 to kick off tomorrow? Isn't it?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the match reaction will be Sunday night, 6:45, as always.
Yeah.
Chris, yes. Bobby would leave me in the comments.
The watch
Yes.
along will turn into a chat along.
Well, it's always a chat along, to be fair. Everyone in the comments, I love talking to you, whatever it is as well, to be fair. We talk about F1, food, you name it, we'll talk about it.
Tonight.
Well, the darts as well. But Echoes, thank you ever so much for coming on. I know you're very, very vocal in Discord, which is absolutely fantastic. Is there anywhere else we can find you, my friend?
No, I don't. I'm not really present on social media, to be very honest with you.
Good lad, because that's the best way to keep away from social media. Is what I always
I
recommend.
do
personally.
have a Twitter account, but I only use it to scare myself with injury news every couple of hours.
Fair dues. Yeah, fair dues, mate. To be fair.
I love that.
Ali, thank you ever so much, mate. Where can they find you, my friend?
Yeah, they can. No worries, mate. They can find us here on Football Takeover on YouTube, on X, Instagram, TikTok. We are Football TK Over. So please do go give us a follow. Please do subscribe on YouTube. A lot of transfer news coming your way, courtesy of Bobby. And yeah, let's hope we can get a win tomorrow and enjoy a Saturday evening.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
It's
And of
honestly,
course,
it's been a
Echo,
pleasure meeting you,
appreciate
mate.
you, mate.
Yeah, really, really good. And just to do a mic drop moment before we end, it does look like Rossini is going to Chelsea as
Is
the
it?
manager.
Oh, okay.
Unbelievable. Madness.
Listen, at least they
I
got
don't get it.
At least they got a manager in for the weekend. Hopefully he takes charge and he's on that touch line and he can get a draw. And then the Arsenal are 7 points clear, 6 points clear.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
And then we smash them at the bridge.
Exactly. Let's hope so. Right, guys, I'm out of here. Take it easy. Thank you ever so
Take
much,
care.
Echoes. Thank you, Ali.
Okay, nice one,
Speak to you
brother.
tomorrow.
Bobby, love.
Take it
Take
easy.
care, Bobby.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye-bye, mate. Bye.
Bye, guys.